2021. We forgot to start, but we're going now. This one's going for start. So if you have any standard questions, Chris, you said Craig. Hey guys.
Hello Chris, hello Craig, hello everyone. I hope you are all safe and sane also to participate in this recording party. So we have a party tonight, and so let's get the entertainment.
Yeah, that sane part is really important, Eusebio. Hey everybody, nice to see you at the party. Glad you could make it. And those of you coming in by video, we appreciate you. And I thought that some of you today might like to know, how do you measure the value of Chinese philosophy in the markets? And the answer, of course, is you look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average.
I was hoping to avoid it. I purposely didn't ask you about the jokes beforehand. Maybe we will start betting them. Okay. So what's on today? We've got the NewsWatch. Price levels is from last week, so I don't know that we need to go through them unless somebody has a question about them. If you do, let me know. But if you've got some questions that you want to ask, please do so. Coming up this week, we've got, well, sorry, not the non-farm payroll anymore, but just another SAM workshop. There was a 3-session SAM workshop this time. And the third session, so you can still jump in on it, is on Tuesday, and it's a London session. So, yep, the previous two was non-farm payroll and a New York session. Eusebio did an interview just recently with Global Prime, and it was bloody good. So I'll give you the link here now, and we'll be sort of blasting it out to everybody anyway shortly, but you lot are the first ones to actually see it. Don't play it while we're doing this. But Eusebio really pulls out all the stops, and he's a very good showman. So here we go. Let's get rid of this. Okay, that's it there. So it looks like this when you get there, and this is what Eusebio looks like. It's not a very flattering one, Eusebio. But the eyebrows are definitely animated during this presentation. There's a special eyebrow makeup person. Okay, right, and yeah, it's really good. It's quite inspiring, really. So have a listen to it, and at the bottom of this YouTube video, oops, let me bring it up full. A little sections labeled off, and Ivan from he's one of the users in Prime Global, has done a really good job with this, and he's labeled with the different sections. So this one's how the max trading system continues to stand out. Next piece in global context, say this one up here, introducing the max. Over here we've got the trading platform, market volatility, having one trading strategy. So lots and lots of little different bits and pieces if you just want to pick at it. So yeah, oops, don't know if you could hear that, but okay, so I just popped that off on the side. So any questions, let us know about it, but it's a really good interview. Let me put that up as well. And yeah, and then if there's no questions, then we'll hit the charts. Just a couple of quotes that I thought were kind of helpful if you wanted a bit more inspiration. So let's hit the news right now. And I'll bring up this, and I'll bring up this one. Yeah, so let's let it rip, Eusebio.
Okay, so let's see. We have a bank holiday in Canada and in USA. In Canada it is Thanksgivings, and in USA it's I don't remember, the Columbus Day, I think. Yeah, Columbus Day. So two important Forex country on holiday. The US session will be extremely calm for me. And because the European session always wait for what happens in New York, so the European session will be also camp. So I will not produce the bias on Monday. I will not trade on Monday personally. Then we have the pound NIESR GDP estimate to monitor. Then we have Ivan speaking.
Okay.
Opening remark at 2021 Lawrence Klein Award ceremony. No, let's forget. You have perhaps noted that two members of the FOMC have resigned. So Rosengren and Kaplan, I think. They have been taken with illegal transactions, with insiders information.
I haven't seen that. Excellent stuff. Yep.
Monitor the yen 30-year bond auction.
Okay, done. It's a bit naughty, isn't it? Okay, all yours.
On Tuesday, we will have the 2 euros EU economic sentiment and German EU economic sentiment, so under H4.
Okay.
Then we have Clarida speaking. Clarida and Bostic, yeah. Due to speak about the economic outlook and monetary policy at an online event hosted by the Institute of International Finance. No, let's forget. And Bostic, due to speak about inflation at an online Peterson Institute. No, let's forget. Monitor the US dollar 10-year bond auction.
Yep.
And monitor the Chinese trade balance and the USD denominated trade balance.
Okay.
And that is for Tuesday. On Wednesday, we have the pound GDP month over month. Month over month, all time frames.
Yep.
Then we have the pound again at the same time, manufacturing production month over month under H4. Monitor the Euro-German 30-year bond auction.
Missed them. Okay.
CPI month over month and core CPI month over month for the US dollar, so all time frames. Sorry. Under H4. Okay. Because the CPI for USA, it's a type B news. Then we have Cunliffe speaking.
Hey, Ralph.
Due to speak at Swift CBOS online conference. No, it's not important. You know what Swift is?
Yes.
Okay. I have worked for Swift. Yeah, for around 2 years. Yeah.
Money swapping transactions.
During a mission. Yeah. Located in Brussels and in Netherlands too. Then let's say we have the US dollar 30-year bond auction to monitor.
Yep. Then
we have to monitor also the FOMC meeting minutes and the federal budget balance.
Yep.
Then we have Brainard speaking.
I'll just scroll down.
What has she want to say? Due to speak about financial inclusion and the economic challenges of the pandemic at an online Fed Listens event with Oklahoma tribal leader. No, let's forget.
Okay. Sorry.
The Bell speaking, yeah. To speak about climate risk and the Australian financial system. No, let's forget. It's too early to consider the climate risk. Monitor the Aussie MI inflation expectation. No, too early in terms of risk or consequences in the Forex. Because of course the long-term consequences must be taken very, very carefully, and it's perhaps already too late.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Aussie MI inflation expectation, so to monitor, then.
Yep.
Yeah. Monitor.
Oh. Yes.
Yeah. Then we have Bowman speaking. To speak about monetary policy making and the economic outlook at the Dick House Scholar Program. No, let's forget. And then I will monitor the Chinese CPI year over year.
Why don't I do time frames for them?
Sorry, Chris, what?
That's all right. I was just, I'm still going to put monitor for the Aussie unemployment because they're going through some problems at the moment, as they say.
Yeah, you can, but it has less importance in the forex. So,
okay.
Not all the news have a big impact in the forex. So, the employment with Aussie and Kiwi, Swiss have less importance than some other currency like the US dollar or the Canadian dollar, for example.
Yep. Yep, that's
so. That's it for Wednesday. So Thursday. On Thursday we have. I will monitor the Pound Bank of England Credit Condition Survey.
Okay.
Then we have Tenreiro speaking. Due to deliver a speech titled Dominant Currency and the Impact of Monetary Policy at an online event hosted by the Hergé Jansson Foundation. No, let's forget. The CAD manufacturing sales month-over-month under H4. I will continue to monitor the US dollar unemployment claims.
Yep.
Then where are we? Yeah. Bostic speaking again. Yeah. Due to participate in a virtual panel discussion, let's forget. Monitor the US dollar natural gas storage.
Yep.
Mann speaking. Due to deliver a speech titled Coping with the Legacy of the COVID-19 Crisis at the Euro 50 Group meeting. Let's forget. Monitor the crude oil inventories.
Yep.
And Barking speaking. Due to speak at the Cornell Club of New York. No, let's forget. And that's it for Thursday. And on Friday, we will have the Euro trade balance all time frames.
Yep.
We have the CAD wholesale sales month-over-month under H4.
Yep.
We have the US dollar core retail sales and retail sales under H4.
Yep.
We have the US dollar preliminary University of Michigan consumer sentiment under H4 and inflation expectations under H4.
Yep.
And I will monitor the IMF meeting.
And that one?
Yeah. And then we have William speaking.
Okay.
Due to participate in a panel discussion titled Monetary Policy and Macroeconomic Stars at a webinar hosted by the Bank of France. Oh, certainly not important.
Okay. And on the critical side of things, we've updated it this morning. So the long-term, it's this one here. So Evergrande is still playing, looking to see if China's going to bail them out. I put a link into a page which explains a little bit about it. And then down here we've got China, Taiwan, possible aggression. Oh, it's already here, Eusebio.
Yeah, no, this is not what we have added. So the situation between European Union and Poland.
Oops, sorry, too much highlight. So Poland might leave the European Union as in Pole exit. Okay, something to be aware of. And what else? I'll just save the draft. Saved. Please save. Okay. Have I done everything there? Yeah, okay. Sorry, it's been a week. I need retraining. So we want some of this, and we want to move this one over here. So for the top 10 pairs, we have this little lot. So the range is getting slightly bigger. It got quite small up here in August, it's beginning to widen up a wee bit, but not that much. Hey, Dan. The top 10 pairs, incidentally, I didn't need to change these at all. There might be a different reordering slightly, but for this week and the past 2 weeks, they've been the same pairs at the top all the time. And how far down do you want to go, Eusebio?
The Aussie, US dollar, the Euro pound, yeah, until the Euro pound, that's good.
Okay, so I've done that. And well, okay, the reason that we do the NewsWatch is so that you're aware of what news is coming up, so that you know that when the news is coming up, you don't place any trades 1 hour prior, and you get out within half an hour of the news coming out, because the volatility could impact on your account. This applies to whether you're trading under the H4 time frame, they're marked under H4, or if it doesn't matter what time frame you're trading. So they're marked all time frames. The monitor ones are more for your general information. Good to keep on top of, to just be aware of what's happening around the world. And that's one of my shortest sermons on that. Any questions, or if you see you think we made a mistake or something, just yell, type loudly. And what Eusebio is going to do now is match up the news for the particular day with the top 10 pair, which is over here, these ones, and come up with a list that's good for a particular day, instead of looking at 10 or 15, boil it down to, say, something like 2 to 4 to maybe 6 at the most if things are really quiet. So on Monday we've got a bank holiday and nothing, Eusebio.
Yeah, so normally with 2 important countries on bank holiday, it's a day not to trade. So personally, I will not trade, I will not produce the max advantage buyout that day, exceptionally. But for those of you who want to trade, be careful. And so let's consider the following pair. The first couple of pair will be the pound yen or the pound Swiss. Then we can consider the pound US dollar or the pound Kiwi.
Do you have one of those? Yep.
And then possibly, so the pound CAD or the Euro Kiwi.
How do I do this? Okay.
Pound CAD or Euro Kiwi.
Trying getting there. I'll tighten that up a bit later. Okay. Right. Leftovers, there's none on Monday. So what's on Tuesday is we've got the euro.
The euro, so euro is here, here, and here.
And that's it.
And that's it. Okay, so we will have the Euro Kiwi or Euro Aussie. Euro Kiwi or Euro Aussie.
Okay.
Then the Euro CAD or the pound yen. Euro CAD or pound yen.
Okay.
And then the pound Swiss or the pound US dollar. Pound Swiss or pound US dollar.
Okay. Change the color. All right. Pound Swiss or what was it?
So the pound Swiss or the pound US dollar.
Oh, it was right. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
And so on Wednesday we've got leftovers from Tuesday. There's nothing. And on Wednesday we've got, okay, the pound
The pound, yeah, okay.
The US.
The US dollar, so US dollar here and here, okay.
That's it.
Okay, so we will have the pound US dollar or the pound yen. Pound US dollar or pound yen.
Okay.
Then we will have the pound Swiss or pound Kiwi. Pound Swiss or pound Kiwi.
Save 2 letters.
Yeah. And then the pound card or the US dollar card or the pound Aussie.
Okay.
Pound card, US dollar card, pound Aussie. Pound card, pound Aussie, and US dollar card.
Okay. All good?
Yeah.
Right. And leftovers from Thursday, there's nothing. Oh, from Wednesday. For Thursday, we've got a CAD. That's it.
The CAD here, here, and here, and then that's it. Okay.
Yep.
So we will have the pound card or the US dollar card. Pound card or US dollar card.
Yep.
Then the Euro card or pound yen. Euro card or pound yen.
Yep.
And then the pound Swiss or the pound US dollar.
Sure, we've done that.
Pound Swiss or pound US dollar.
Okay, let's use you. Saved another 2 letters. Yep. And nothing on Thursday for Friday, and on Friday we've got. Back up. No, I can't scroll it. Why? That's weird. Why can I not scroll you? Maybe this time. Yep. Must have been stuck on the cell over there. Okay, so we've got the euro.
The euro, and euro, okay.
CAD.
The CAD, so CAD is here, and here, and here, okay.
The American US dollar.
The US dollar here, and here, okay.
And that's it.
That's it, okay. So we'll have the US dollar card or the euro card. US dollar card or euro card.
Okay.
Then we'll have the pound US dollar or pound card. Pound US dollar or pound card.
Yep.
And then we will have the Euro Kiwi or Euro Aussie.
Haven't we done them?
Euro
Nope.
Kiwi or Euro.
Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So the idea with these ones is you can select from the top 2 lines on any particular day for those ones that are look likely to be the best movers. If they don't work, then you can drop down to these ones or keep them up if you can handle it. But have less on your charts as possible so that you don't sort of burn out. I find that if I have too much that I'm trying to watch, I miss stuff. And fear of missing out is a big thing, so you're going to have to get used to. I'm watching the US CAD and suddenly the pound yen takes off. And don't go jumping around, just stick with what you're doing. It saves a lot of anguish. You might miss out on stuff, but you also won't sort of screw up by jumping around between the different things. Don't change horses midstream, as people say. And the third lot here, just as a backup list, and if none of those work, then we've also got, if you're finding there's not much luck in those ones or they're getting a bit too volatile for you, we've got the lesser moving pairs, but still reasonable, but less stressful, but less money side of things. So good for practicing with, or just if you're not feeling quite up to the big movers, you can just tootle along on those ones, less likely to cause heart attacks and indigestion. Okay, if there's no questions, just say this.
As always, just to add a comment to what Chris has reminded, which is extremely important, you know that my concept is start small and grow big. So indeed, just to practice and to begin to be involved in real time with live money, you can start with just one pair. And when you feel completely comfortable and you totally master your trading process, then you can add a second pair and then later a third pair, and then you will reach your limits. Your limit being the number of pairs when you can no longer focus or concentrate with the necessary attention. So, and then you can step down to the number of pairs you can monitor easily.
And similarly for the number of, like we've got a slew of entries and a slew of exits, just start off with the basic ones to start with, get used to them and then keep adding entries. So you might only want to try out remos or breakout remos because they're pretty obvious, and then gradually build up to say safe and perfects and breakout Mo's and BT Mo's as you start seeing them appear on your charts. So you don't have to do everything all at once, just whatever you can see. Okay, and remos are pretty prevalent around the place. Just be careful that you don't start getting in right at the ends of movements. But hopefully, you from the course you'll have some idea on what the end of the movement is starting to look like. Okay. So does anybody have any questions about anything at all? I can't help with your power failure, Francois. So, Francis. Hi, Francis.